Hello there everyone, welcome back to another video about a children's trading card game. As you can see, today is another Gate Ruler video. We're going to be talking about set 5 card reveals. We've had another fantastic week of just nuts cards getting shown basically every single day. We have a whole new attribute, a whole new deck, and yeah, it looks tier 1. It looks tier 1. Let's go ahead and get started with the reveals. So firstly, we have got Space Race, and this is going to be for the brand new Space Racer archetype. So this is a Willpower Sightseeing level 1 event. CNT, set the card, so you always get it. Timing, look at the standard action, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, and special summon any number of Racer with a total level of 3. I believe that should be 3 or less, but it might be a total level of 3. And put the I'm pretty sure it's 3 or less, because otherwise it's like never actually going on. And put the rest at the bottom of the deck. At the end of the main phase, put unit special summon with this effect at the bottom of your deck, or you may put them as a shard of a checkpoint. This is the one that matters. You're always going to be doing this. If this card is in the graveyard, you may banish 3 checkpoints from your graveyard if you do play it. So you also just get this as a recursion thing later on in the game, which is nuts. Yes, as you can imagine, building a board for free is kind of good, even if you lose it at the end of the turn. This is something that, like, you know, later in the game, or like if you just whiff like a drive, because spoiler, this is a drive deck, this is going to be nuts. Yeah, very powerful card. And we got the checkpoints. Start with Asteroid Belt. Level 0, Willpower Sightseeing. When it enters play, if you have another Racer in play, just draw one or drive one. Again, drive on. You're never going to be using it for in anything else. Anyone survive this? Once per turn. Standard action. Choose one Racer of level 1 or lower from this card's charge and special summon it. Send this card to the graveyard. So you can put a level 1 or lower Racer into this card's charge, and at any point you can just get it out. And there's lots of ways to do that beyond just Space Race. And charges under this cannot be moved anywhere except through abilities and effects of a checkpoint or race card. So basically you can't be abusing this. In Exvaders is essentially, which we'll see, like they don't want you to abuse with Exvaders. That's fine. So yeah, as you can imagine, this is absolutely nuts. It enters play if you have anything, which you will because you're driving 3. You get to drive something else, so you get it for free. And yeah, at any point you can just sack this off and get something else, and the triggers with Space Race, like, this is amazing. There's other ways to fill it charges though. Checkpoint Milky Way. This is a level 0. Immortal Galaxy. Standard action. Send one card you have in play to the graveyard and DR3 Space Peeps, Future Folk, or Racer. If you do, you get to put this into play from your damage zone and deal 1 damage to you. So you'll be able to get this out of your damage zone. Okay. Lively Universe. When your unit enters play, you may destroy this. If you do, look at the top card of your deck. If it is a Space Peeps, Future Folk, or Racer of level 2 or less, special summon it. Spoiler, it probably is. As long as it's not an event, basically. Yeah, because I believe this has to be a unit, even though it doesn't specify. But yeah, like, yes, overwhelmingly that is going to trigger. It might not, but yeah, it's fine. And then charges under this cannot be anywhere else. This one is less reliant on charges, but this is a card you can just kind of like get out from your damage zone if you sack something off and then play something, and you can kind of attempt to use this to increase the quality of a board or something. But yeah, this one's probably one of the less good ones, but it can let you combo. Like like this effect is actually, no, I mean, I don't know. This is kind of crazy, right? Because like you can change your checkpoints into just like a board, and as we see how powerful some of the other ones are, like, this is gonna be nuts. Okay. And we've got Shark Zone. This one is probably the worst one. So counter, either put in your field zone or unflip 2 cards. Okay, cool. Inside a Shark's belly, when a Racer in your attack zone is destroyed by your opponent, you may put it into this card's charge. Okay, so this will eat up your units when your opponent actually board clears you or something. When a Racer in your attack zone is destroyed by your opponent, you may put one of this card's charge to the graveyard to special summon one Racer from this card's charge. So essentially, after the second time your opponent destroys something, you can just get something back, right? So you can wait until it's maybe the last attack of the turn, they destroy it, and you go, okay, cool, I'm going to ensure I have this particular Racer for next turn, and everything else you can just be sucking up into this checkpoint to make sure that you always have them available. Obviously, that's very good. Sharks, gain 1 attack and breakthrough, good for Sharks. You will be playing this in Sharks. And it does have the Shark attribute, which is quite nice for those Shark DRs. And then charges on this cannot be moved anywhere else, that's fine. So yes, as you can see, the checkpoints come together to essentially give you ways to recover and to extend your plays. Okay, that's good. What are we doing that for, though? What are the units we're actually playing? Well, let's start with Legendary Racer, Speed Mark, which is, I mean, this is just Speed Racer. So this is a level 1, 3, 2, 1. Stats are pretty bad, but fine, it's a Racer. Enhance, Future Folk, or Racer, and Charge Shield. So that's pretty nice. This card's attack is increased by 1 for each other Racer you have in place. So this is probably more than likely going to be 7 attack. Okay. If it has 5 attack or more, it gains breakthrough. Okay, so 7 attack breakthroughs, which means it hits through basically everything in the game. Okay. Final lap, when this deals damage to your opponent, if you have another racer unit in play and you have an empty attack zone, drive 1. Okay, so if this is 6 attack, I can just swing into your defensive zone unit, I break through, I deal you 1, I've dealt you damage, I get to look at the top card of my deck and play something else. Damn, that's pretty good. Yeah, and obviously you can charge this up, so you can always make sure that you have that spare attack zone by just sucking up something. Yes, this is possibly the most stable form I've ever seen in any deck. Then we've got Race Queen Neptune Yukiona. This is a 0/5/0. This is just going to be going straight into the defensive zone. It looks like Supernatural Space Beast Water Racer, all the attributes you want. Looking for sponsors, standard action, DR2 racers, special summon this from your damage zone and take 1 damage. Okay, so you can always get it out, that's nice. Looking for racers, once per turn, standard action, DR2. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck and special summon any number of racer or space peeps among them with a total level of 2 or less. Put the rest on the bottom of the deck. Put all units put into play with this effect to the bottom of the deck at the end of the main phase or into a checkpoint. And you're obviously going to want to be putting them into a checkpoint. Probably, like ideally, you're going to be putting them into Shark Zone and then one particularly good one into Milky Way. Because obviously if you can just like stack up Shark Zone and then just like keep reviving stuff, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, this is obviously nuts. You can get it out, you get a 5 HP body, and you can use it to get more things. Yes, this is an amazing card. Then we've got Space Racers, Creepy Cuddlies. And as you can see, the theme for this deck now is, it's just like, everyone is here, basically, right? There's going to be one of these races that kind of represents like a bunch of different factions. Hopefully in set 6 we'll even get more of these, so like literally like you can get every faction like in the game represented, which would be super cool. This is a 0/2/1/2. Oh, 2 strike 0 in a rush deck. Lovely. Crime Lords and Racer. The counter, choose a Wonderverse field card level 1 or less in your graveyard and put it into the field zone. So essentially, get one of your checkpoints and slap it into play. That's pretty good. As you can imagine, that is a very easy 4-off. Then we have Space Racer Heaven's Devils. This is a 3/2/1 level 0. Okay, stats or whatever. Counter, burn 1. Another bloody burn CNT. All right. Gonna have to see if burn makes a comeback. Enhance Space People Racer, and you can charge shield this. You're probably actually not going to want to enhance this one, but yes, it's a burn CNT, so that's another 4-off. Then we've got Space Racer Calibera. This is a level 1/1/1/1. Stats are pretty bad. I wonder why that is. Once per turn, standard action. Rest any number of allied units. Deal damage to your opponent equal to the number of units rested with this ability. So you can very easily just rest 4 to burn 4. If there were any racer or space peeps among the rest of units, choose 1 or more enemy units and distribute damage among them equal to the number of units rested with this ability. So it's a burn 4 and then a deal 4 damage potentially to like nuke any defensive zone unit perhaps, and then just smash through with your ruler. Damn, that's kind of good. Yeah, as you can imagine, this card is very, very strong. Yeah, another 4-off. Space Racer Malevolus Prime. This is the big boy boss monster. You can see 4-star Malevolus on a bike. He looks fucking cool. Level 2. I think this is the only level 2 in the deck. 4/5/2. Willpower, Crime Lords, and Racer. Standard action. Put 1 card you have into play, or 1 Racer or Crime Lords from your other card's charge into this card's charge. Not a once per turn. So, you can just go, oh, damn, that checkpoint looking kind of tasty, and absorb like all 10 cards and just stack this boy up. Okay, this cannot gain charge shield. Good. Interaction. Put 1 of these units charged on the bottom of his own deck, choose 1 enemy unit, and deal 2 damage to it. Oh, Devastator Beam is back. Final lap. Oh, wow. This has that Speed Racer effect as well. Damn, this card's kind of crazy. This card's kind of the best card in the deck. This card's kind of broken. Yeah, this card's nuts. 5 HP as well, so it's like that, just on that annoying threshold. Yeah. Yeah, card's really good. And then finally, penultimately we've got Goldizer. This is just a level 1/5/5/0 that you can conceal. It can be normal summon from set, and it ignores effect damage. This one just seems kind of whatever. Space Racers, Supernatural Treasure Ship. This is another level 0/2/2/2. At the end of your turn, destroy this if you don't have another allied Racer or Supernatural. Fine, and this gains 1 attack and HP equals the number of allied units. So this can gain 4 because you have defensive zone. So this could be a 6/6/2 level 0. And we already have another 2-strike 1 here. So this deck has 8 2-strike 0s. If you do the maths on this, right, and you just assume that your deck is you're just going to slap 4 copies of every single one of these cards into it and then some other things. Well, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you've got 12 cards here. 12 times 4, 48. So you've got 2 spots left. And what's the total level if you were to happen to do that? Well, we got 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Wow. And then you just slap in a legend and you're basically good to go. Huh. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? And what I would do, honestly, is I wouldn't bother with Goldizer. I would play a splash of blue, and I would play the Dimension Laminate to out burn and out effect damage, and this deck basically builds itself. Damn, this looks nuts. I will be shocked if this isn't like S tier. I'll be really shocked. It looks crazy. Let's talk about some other cards now. I mean, it looks fun. At least it looks fun, but it looks broken. Fatal Blow. Level 0, Willpower Martial Skill event. Standard action, choose one allied warrior and give it Deadly. This is pretty good. Deadly is just going to let you clear anything, and if we see some of the stats on some of these upcoming cards that are looking to potentially be quite meta, this could be quite good. And obviously this is nice because, you know, Martial Skill, it now just actually has some sort of support because you're playing it as a supplement to something else, and this is probably something you'd love to slap in. Then we've got Defensive Veil. All allied units gains 3 HP on a level 1 event. Damn, there's something kind of nice in Union, you know? Yeah, I really like this. Plus 3 HP to your entire board. I mean, plus 2 to your entire board was pretty good a little while ago, so plus 3 could be kind of spicy. I like it. Okay. Now we have the Exvader reveals that happened over the last couple of days, and these are nuts, bro. These are nuts. Okay, first, level 1, Denial event. Instant action. Choose one enemy unit and put a number of your card's charges to the bottom of your deck equal to that unit's level. Remove that unit from the game. So obviously Exvaders like builds up a metric ton of charges. I will and it says it's just cards, right? Like it doesn't say units. So interesting. Yeah. Just fucking banish anything at instant timing. Yeah, that's pretty good. Then we got Peen Dither. Comedic. Level 1, 3-1-2, 2 strike, nice. Ink Collect, powerful keyword. Powerful, 100% instant action. Put one of your card's charges on the bottom of its owner's deck. Choose one allied Endbringer, Virus, or Betrayer, and it gains 2 attack until the end of the turn. That's pretty good. You can just stack up some units attack, and with Ink Collect, obviously, being able to smash over something is pretty good. When this enters play, choose up to one Exvader card without TNT in your graveyard and put it into its card's charge. So it comes in with a charge, it has Ink Collect, and then you can ditch one of its charges to bump this up to 5, and then probably clear something, and get that train rolling. Hey, I think this is pretty good. Soul Lich, level 2 counter, 6/3/2, good stats. A Virus, Kaiju, and Endbringer. Counter, so Kaiju, you can resound this if you splash Imagine. Counter, look at the top card of your deck. If it is an Exvader, drive it or do DR3 and add it to your hand. Okay, interesting, so potentially pluses you. Ink Collect, so it's just big. This is okay. I mean, stats are nice. The stats are very nice. Might be able to resound this with the Kaiju could be potentially really good. And your margin does seem like the way you would want to splash this. So, yeah, we'll have to see. But I think this could be quite strong. Then we've got Twin Tongue. This is a level 1, 2/3/0 with double attack and Ink Collect. This probably could have afforded to be a 3/3/0, but it's fine. I mean, obviously, if you buff it up by like 2 attack with Peen Dither, it's a 4/3/0 double attacker, which is, hey, that's pretty good. So, yeah, fan. It's here, boys. For big level 5, it looks kind of wild. 9/9/3 level 5. Death Shade. Virus, Dragon, Light. Discount, you may put 2 cards from your hand at the bottom of your deck instead of play cost 2 to play this. Death Shade can do that, so cool. When you summon this from hand, reduces cost by 1 for each Exvader you have in play. So if you're playing this in Exvader, you can potentially just slam this down for free if you also do that discount. But yeah, Retaliate on a 9/9/3. Okay. It's a level 5, so all these banish effects like 5 charges are kind of rough. It collect rare. When this destroys an enemy unit with combat damage, put it into this card's charge. And includes your Retaliate. Okay, interesting. Rays of Infinite Sun, once per turn, instant action. Put 1 or more of your card's charges on the bottom of its owner's deck. Destroy any number of cards in play with a total level equal to the number of cards sent upon decks. We're seeing a trend towards lower levels in this set as well, right? We're seeing less of these high level cards. We're seeing more level 1s and level 2s that are worth playing. Union exists, can only exist with like level 2s and belows, basically. So, goddamn, that's pretty good. Also, you can do it on your opponent's turn. Yes, this card seems all kinds of very powerful, amazing card to build around. I'm really excited to build my deck around this, and I think you can just chuck it into Death Shade. To be honest, I think this just fits into Death Shade real nice. You can just throw it in. And you can just play it. You just play it. You just need cards in hand. Hey, all those draw 2s that Exvader didn't need, that Death Shade didn't need, now you can use them. Isn't that crazy? Death Shade's looking wild in this next set. Then we've got Black Moon. This is a level 2, 2/6/1. Big boy stats on that defense. Virus, Object, Darkness. Counter, Hazy Moonlight. You may choose and destroy one card and play a level 2 or less. If you do, deal 1 damage to you. So this might do something, this might do nothing. Okay, destroying a level 2 or less could potentially be quite good. So this counters fine. Hazy Birth. Once per turn, instant action. Put 3 of your card's charges on the bottom of its owner's deck. Special summon 1 non-legendary Exvader unit from your deck. I wonder what we just saw that's a non-legendary Exvader unit. Huh. Interesting. Okay. So special summon that for free. Cool. And damage dealt to you by your Exvader cards becomes 0. So when you have one of these on the field, any more of these you can just use. It's fine. Damn. Okay. 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 And then we got High Speed Aggressor here. Instant action. When your opponent attacks, you get to choose a different column, whatever. So if you have one of these on the side, you force them to attack it. I mean, whatever. Well, I am very excited for both of these two new decks. Death Shade is looking spicy. This Exvader specific deck is looking hella spicy, looking real nice. I'm very excited for it. And like obviously, and racers. So yeah, I'm super excited for set 5. We're getting closer and closer. I believe there's something like 35 to 40 cards left to be shown for it, so we almost have the entire set at this point. But yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying the reveals. If you have been, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel for more Gate Ruler content. But I also make videos on One Piece, Lorcana, and Battle Spirits, so please do subscribe for those. And hopefully I will see you guys in the next video. Join my Discord server and let me know which cards you are most excited for. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.